Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ziyam Lama. Today I'm going to talk about the topic of how to prevent a suicidal case in this country to build a better community in this country. So before talking about this topic, I want to do the acknowledgement of this country. So I want to acknowledge of this uh, country of the islander people and this tradition and custom of this country and their connection to the land, sea and the community. And I would like to pay respect to their elder of the past and the present, and to the also I would like to pay the respect to this islander people of this country. And before talking about the suicidal prevention, I would like to introduce about the why people do suicide in this country. And almost in each day 9 people die by suicidal, so they took their own life in each day. In Australia 9 people, and 150 people try to take their own life, and yearly it's around more than 3,000 people, and the 55,000 people also try to take their life in this country. So that's why government invests a huge fund which is almost around 30 billion each year. So before going to this point, why people do suicide actually? I feel myself sometimes like I feel depressed, and it affect many ways like the economic factor and the social factor. So that's why we have a two factor which affect the most of people. So which leads to us to the suicide most of people. And the first is social determination. Second is individual risk factor. Social determination, you can see that many people's want to good health, good economics, good income. So if they didn't earn in a proper way or in their time, then it leave the effect on their mind and health. And the second one is individual risk factors. There is a many point you can see is the clinical factor, personality factor, and the genetic factor. Also, this affect the many people. So which maybe lead to the suicidal thought in their mind. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is the National Society Prevention Strategy model. The government of Australia has introduced this introduction of this model from 2025 to 2035. So they have a prevention, they have a support, and they have a critical balance. So prevention, you can see there is a safety and security, good health, economic security, and for also support, there's a culture of compensation, accessibility, and the critical enablers is the technique and method to achieve the specified goal. Next slide, please. This is my main point. Why is government focused on building community skills? So actually, why we need a good communication skill to prevent the suicidal thought in this country. The first is first point of contact. Many people who have a suicidal thought, they may interact with the family, friends, co-worker, anywhere in the first place. They can be interact with, like we are friends here. We don't know who have thoughts inside their mind, like a suicidal thought. So we have to be first verify them, and then we have to identify them. Then we have to be a lead or to support them in a right way, or we have to direct them in the related related number or the emergency number, so we can help them to reduce their thought and help them to build better society in this country. The second is evidence-based approach. It's like a trials of gatekeeper. It's like a program. There is a many program in this country to stop the suicidal thought. So it's like ASIS. It's like apply the suicidal intervention skill training, which include the give up people to like first aid training, and also proper strategy to understand the people who try to take their own life. And the third is overcoming clinical barriers. It's most of thing is like before reaching the proper clinic and the proper hospital is a formal way. So we have to wait for the appointment and other clinical formal ways. So it's fill the gap between those reality old and practical old. So which helps to also prevent the suicidal thought. And the third one is backed by global guidance. We know as a WHO, it means all health organization and also the Australian government and also many other private institutes have trying to make a better community in this all. So they have their own strategy. Also WHO have organized many strategy for this all to prevent the suicidal thought and to build a better world. Next slide please. And another question is, why is life experience becoming increasingly valued? This is a very important question, and this life experience is a very important topic. So first one is empathetic connection. The empathetic connection means is a peer occur who have faced the experience about the case and who live their own self how to handle this situation, who have experience and who have survived from this illness. They have a better experience to handle this situation. So it's really important to about the peer occur which help to each other to prevent the suicidal thought in the community. The second is reaching under-reserved groups. Especially there's many groups like Islander people, there's many main people who wouldn't want to speak clearly and openly in front of everyone. So this life experience helps to know their feeling and their problem, which helps them to know their problem in this country. So it helps to also reach the under-reserved group in the society. Third is tackling stigma. It means to telling your story and telling your problems openly. As last time we saw the documentary about the Adam Goodes, so who is the suffer from the racism in this country, and he is a national player of the AFL. So he faces the racism in this country, but he came in the social media and the media. He talked about openly how he faces the racism in this country. So his life experience also helped him how to tackle this situation. So and the last point is alternative to hospital pathway. Especially peer occur who have experience about that. If the situation is out of control or if they know how to handle this, they maybe also help them the who is needy person. They will try to figure out. So they maybe if need an emergency help, they may be help to them lead to the right direction and the right department of the hospital, which helps them to prevent the suicide in the community. And the next please. This is my reference where I collect the data and resources. So you can see it's the Australian government, the National Society Prevention Strategy, which is the government of Australia is making a strategy, and also new Minister of the Health. So there is a reference for my research. And the last one is thank you. And if you have any question, then you can ask me. Thank you everyone.